Hello everyone and welcome to our Learning Hour webinar. I'm Kunalan and I'm excited to be your host today's session. Today we have our expert trainer, Miss Seven, and she will be sharing a very interesting topic about the AI for every marketer, budget-friendly solution for marketing growth. During the session, you may ask questions in the chat box below. Miss Seven will answer the question at the end of the session. Without waiting any longer, I hand over the floor to Miss Seven. Thank you.
Everyone, welcome to today learning hour. So I'm Seven. So I hope you guys have already have the lunch. If you don't have yet, just have the lunch and stay together with me to learn something new today. Okay. So let me share my slide first. I probably need. Yes, thank you. So if you can see my slide and can hear me nicely, you can just send a five in on the chat board so I know that you are with me. So we just have a high five online. Okay. So without further, we just start the today learning. And we are learning today topic is about AI for every marketer. So how can we actually find a budget-friendly solutions for our marketing growth? And then before that, I just do a very quick introduction about me myself first. Okay, so I'm Seven Chia, not 7-Eleven. So I'm actually more on like content marketing. I have 9 year experience in this field. So I was a journalist before, and after that, I decided to turn my career a little bit to more like marketing. I was like social media executive and also online digital marketing executive for a few brands before. And now I'm actually utilize AI a lot in my writing, no matter it's Chinese or English. And also I'm Malaysia HRD Corp accredited trainer. Okay, so for AI, actually, I would say like I utilize them for like previous 5, 6 years until today. And I really inspired by them. They help me a lot in my daily life. So even in my career, professional wise. So that's why today I wanted to share you guys like how actually AI can help us as a marketer to achieve our marketing goal, not say easily, but probably like save a little bit effort on and also time, of course. So before that, I would like to start with AI in marketing. So when we mentions about AI, a lot of people might think that like AI is so new. It just came in the market 2 years ago. I probably haven't explored about that. I have explored probably, but I don't have much experience about that. But actually, AI is not new as for us as a marketer. Like if you are working as a social media marketer, or like the content marketers, it's actually in the past 5, 6 years, you should actually heard about AI in a lot like algorithm probably. Those like social media algorithm. Because in the past, AI quite playing a quite heavy roles in those like algorithm, how to appear in your target audience newsfeed in the social medias, or probably how to appear in their search result, which is search engine optimizations, the SEO part. So it's not definitely not a new thing for us lah for AI, especially if you use like if you stay in like KL or Penang, you use a lot Waze or Google navigations. Is yeah, with our daily life for so long. But probably generative AI is a new thing for us as a marketer because generative AI is slightly different with AI. Generative AI can generate a new thing. So that's why it called generative AI. So it can generate a new text. It can help you to summarize certain research, or you summarize your video content, recreate some things new from whatsoever resources you have. So that's why generative AI is actually new for us as a marketing person. So I would say like last year, not last year, 2024 already. So last 2 years, when ChatGPT came in the market, end of 2022, it's actually is a change of our life as a marketer. So it changed the way of we working usually how we work like because previously before that we probably need a freelancer copywriter, freelancer graphic designer, freelancer probably like campaign planner or some sort like that. But after that, in last year 2023, after ChatGPT came in, generative AI is like suddenly thrown in the market. So what happened is the way of how we used to work become very different from nowadays, because previously we have a lot different team member, but now generative AI kind of like can replace the certain very surface tasks and so on. So that's why it bring a very significant change. And we wanted to explore like how actually we can utilize AI for us today. Generative AI, basically, by the way, I meant when I mentioned about AI. Okay. So in marketing, uh, before we come into like how we use I would like to share with you guys what is the common problem we have today. Because in marketings, in Malaysia, lah, basically, most of the SMEs or like probably associations, we have a little bit problem. We face a little bit problem like that. So the first thing is we facing a lot resources challenge. So we have a lot resources limit, because in Malaysia, most of the marketing department, we doesn't really separate like offline marketing and online marketing. Most of the time, we actually combine them together. So when you combine them together, offline, you definitely have a lot events, campaigns running. And in the online, you have a lot different platform, especially social medias, more and more new social media coming in. Like Xiaohongshu was quite, I mean, recently 1 years, it was quite viral in Malaysia, Chinese. So more and more platform coming in, more and more events coming, and our life becomes so fast. So same as a marketing person also, we need to be consider and also manage different things. So that's why we always feel like I have limited resources. Like for example, one of a example lah, like Shopee, they have marketing campaign for almost every month. They have the double figure campaign, right? Like recently is the 2-2 campaigns. Today lah, which is February 2, they have 2-2 campaign. They have Chinese New Year campaign also, because Chinese New Year is next week. And also in the same time, every month they have the payday campaigns. So which means like a brand, typically they have like one campaign per month, sometimes three campaign per month. So you can see like how packed is all the things or all the tasks will be going on. And the next thing is data. So as the marketer, we have to follow a lot of data and a lot of number we have to take care, because we need to know the ROI, the CPL, all the things. That's how we actually make sure the overall performance and also the target being achieved, right? Your marketing goal being achieved, and also persuade your boss to give you more budget for marketing lah. That's why. So in terms of that, also sometimes it can be a not say problem, but a bit stress if you're trying to follow all the number very closely every daily, every weekly. So that's why sometimes tracking the data can be a pressure for us. And the third thing is for the marketing now, next 2 to 5 years, actually personalizations is a very key term for marketing. Because now in the market, there's a lot new informations every day, is like every people, every target audience like us being explored to all the new information. So we get kind of like get tired for everything. So we kind of get tired to reading the news, reading everything's online, watching everything online. That's why short reels, 1 minute reel was is so popular till now, because we lack of time. So personalization, which means your campaigns is actually personalized for your target audience. One of the best example, still Shopee. I'm not promoting Shopee, but I like their marketing effort. I'm actually quite love all the effort they are doing. So that's why it appear a lot in my example. So like Shopee, if you as a Shopee user, you didn't purchase anything in Shopee for like 1 month or 2 months, actually it will personalize, give you certain voucher, either shipping voucher or like offer 10 ringgit voucher for you long time not visit that. So the personalization is not just in apps. Even they will send the automations WhatsApp message to me like, hey, Seven, we realized that you didn't purchase for some time in Shopee. We like to give you a special offer about something, something, something. And most of the time, actually, I do purchase after I receive the WhatsApp message. So this is how personalizations work in marketing. And it really creates some impact. So we really wanted to do something after we received the personalized message, because we feel like we be care as the target audience. We been cared by the brand really consider about us, think about us, and give us something special. So that's why in the marketing, personalization is very important and very powerful tool sometimes. And all these three things actually lead us to one big worries, not say worries, but it's like a stress as a marketer. Always like we feel like we need more time. We need more time to follow all the campaigns, to create all the campaigns, to create the personalized offer, to come out the bigger campaign directions, the creative part, and then observe the result, optimize the result, and report to your boss. Everything's we do feels like we need more time to achieve this all result. So that's why, how about like think about AI to actually release us some stress, because now we have like so many stress, no time. So that's why AI can be part of the solutions other than like human resources. So I'm not saying that AI can be fully replace human. AI can't fully replace human, but it's actually a very useful tool. I would say like it's a tool. It's not something magics that dun, dun, and then you solve everything. It can't happen. Like you take AI and then solve every problem. You have to have a human there, someone really understand AI, understand your company, your marketing goals, that could direct the AI as a tools to achieve your marketing tools. That's why, as a marketer, we actually wanted to be those kind of people. We want to be someone that can direct the AI to the right directions to help the company that we work with achieve their marketing goals. That's how to show our value, how to prove that we are actually a better resources. So, come back again. So, why we actually this AI is actually this also quite interesting research from Hotspot last year. And Hotspot, I believe they do a research in the US based mostly, but according to their research, actually 90% of the marketers mentions that AI and also the automations, AI and automation help them to spend lesser time compared to before. All the manual tasks now with AI and automations, they put it kind of like automate it. So now they don't need to manual send email, manual do like reminder message, all the things. AI actually read the pattern of the user and then set up the automations. So that's why they agree that around 80% are basically all the time they save actually help them to have more time to think about the creative part rather than the daily repetitive like read the report, create certain tagline or something like that. So they have more time now about creative, how to be more creative to attract the target audience. So this is, I think, it clearly show us like how actually we as marketers should explore and actually utilize AI in your team. So take AI in your team. AI plus human is the trend of the marketer. And next, I would like to share also this STEM report they're sharing about like, how actually marketer use generative AI, what they used to be. Okay. So of course, the first thing is create the content. So that's why actually I would say like in the future as a content marketer like me lah, we actually know more like previously probably 80% of time we spend in writing. But in the next upcoming 5 years, probably only 50 or 40% time we use to write or create the content. The rest is less use AI to help. Okay. So 48% of marketer actually agree that generative AI, they use it to create the content is quite a good resources. So what kind of content or how they use it to create the content, it include like draft the outline. So if you wanted to have some campaign, probably draft some outline about the copies or draft some outline about an article or email. They use it as writing, of course, and also inspirations like brainstorming about the ideas of the content. And one things is very key importance reminder here for create the content is do make sure after you create the content, you are the one, I mean a human lah, whoever lah in your marketing team, a human must be review it. So don't let the content create by AI and distribute without any layer of review. So make sure you review the content before you distribute it. Okay. So around almost half marketer use the generative AI to create the content. And then what else they use generative AI to? The next is actually they use to conduct research. So all of us here is marketer so yeah, research is very important for us because your marketing campaigns, your whatsoever effort that you do for marketing cannot just do based on your imagination. You have to do research, you have to check your competitor. Whatever you create, you have to have something to back up you why I should do that. So that's why when say about conduct the research, I would say generative AI is quite useful. Okay, so not only conduct like research about your competitive or research about certain topics so you can create something like more in-depth discussions, it also very helpful for like SEO keyword research. So doing like SEO all effort for this part, I would say generative AI is actually changing the SEO process quite significantly because previously it was like human all the time. But now it's like when AI in, it help you to do certain like keyword research and then structure your content structure and then even like writing. So it do help a lot in this part. And then after these two, what else actually generative AI help? So 45% marketers say that actually AI, generative AI help them to learn how to do things. So what is this how to do things is more like a brainstorming because sometimes when you try to think about marketing campaigns by your own yourself, it probably some aspect or some angle that we didn't really consider that. But with generative AI, so sometimes I use as my another brain to actually criticize my idea and also to complete my ideas. So I would say it's quite good for like you give them something and ask them about the opinion, or you wanted to run some things, some campaign, you ask for the opinions, and sometimes it do give you a very new angle or like some things that you never thought about. So even like learning how to do a new things, how to execute something, the doing some plan, generative AI can help also. That's why I agree that 45%, including me, I use generative AI sometimes for planning and teaching me some things also. And then the last but not least is also another 45% of the research, whoever answered the survey for HubSpot actually agree that 45% they're using generative AI for like analyze or doing the report because like I say, uh, the data is very important for us as a marketer, but sometimes changing all the data and report might be a bit hassle. So that's why they are using some tools to actually generate auto report or like set them some reminder about some data. So it will be easier for them to actually follow up and also do the effort of all the marketing campaign. So this is the top 4 users that actually generative AI help in marketing. And the next, we going to have a very good questions is also these questions like almost all the people ask me all the time like Seven, which is the best AI tools for marketing? What is the tool you're using, which one you think is the best, like what would you recommend if we subscribe per monthly, so what would be the one tools that we want to use? Okay, so I would like to share you guys some tips like how and actually what is the tools that you should use before you choose the tools. So this, if you see this one, a circle here, is a very complete graph. I like it from BizHack, Business Hack, basically. So they have created this graph, I think last year, August, if I'm not wrong, or mid of last year. So they already separate it like productivity for video, for marketing, for chatbot design, writing, and what is the tools that you can use. And you can see like around 100 tools here. And to be very honest to you guys, this is not a very complete graph yet. In the market, still have a lot AI tools that's not included here. So basically, like our questions is among the market, there is over 100 or even 500,000 AI tools. How should I choose the best one for me? Because remember here, the best one for me, myself, for Seven is probably not the best one for you and for your company. You have to depend on your own. So for me, like personally, I like Grammarly. So Grammarly for English only, like the English grammar, ChatGPT somewhere here for writing, and then Qbot definitely, Copy AI definitely, and where is Google Bot? Google Bot and Bing Chat, I think somewhere here for research purposes, and then Firefly AI, CapCut definitely on the whatever I would recommend. Canva should be here also. So this is some tools that I feel personally is better for me to create my branding and to create my content. But for your brand, probably is different. So that's why rather to share you guys what is the best tools, I think I feel it will more helpful that I share you guys how is the tips to find the best tools for you guys, best AI tools for your company. So the first tips I would say is actually when you try to embed AI in your company or in your marketing department, the first thing is always like you need to get the right tools first. So you how to get the right tools is you understand your marketing goals and needs. Probably marketing goals and needs sounds a bit too broad, right? Sounds like something very broad. But okay, so let's put it in this sentence. You have to understand what is the problem that you want to solve for your marketing. Probably, like let's say, ask yourself, lah, are you looking for some things that create the content because you don't have the resources? Probably you have, but the resources is too packed. So, for example, you want to create the blog article, social media's captions, email, newsletter, or like infographic, something like that. So is that for content creations? You have some problem that you want to solve, or actually you need support in terms of reporting, like analyze the campaigns performance or like categorize the data, analyze the data, or probably you want automate some tasks, like let's say you can set some chatbot to automate reply your client, or probably you want to schedule your social media posts, automate all the process from create to schedule, or probably you want to automate the email, the email journey that your audience have. So try to find out what is the problems and also what is the confused or like stress that your team or you as a marketer facing. So that is how actually you choose the keyword when you research about the AI tools. After you find the where the stress coming in, like let's say like social media content, or like probably like let's say video content creations. Then after that you get the keywords and then you search online plus the keyword AI. So most of the time you will find very complete articles. It's either articles or video that people discuss about the tools they think is super good. Okay, so that's the time you should note down all the tools, at least like not down five like at least can be more than five, like depend on like how you wanted to work it. But identify your problem first, and then get the keyword of your problem plus AI, search in Google, find at least five tools that work for solving this problem. Okay, and then after you list down these five tools, you want to find out which one is the right. Then the next is about you want to find out like how to, because most of the time when we mention the right tools, there's two considerations. One is about it really can solve your problem. Second is about can I afford the budget? Okay, so you try to balance these both because sometimes can solve your problem can be quite expensive. Like hotspot, I like them, but they are quite expensive for me like as a personal brand. So I'm not consider hotspot for me because yeah, quite expensive. The budget not so friendly for me as an SME. So when you list out the five tools, you try to like numbering them like can they solve your problem and also how budget friendly they are, so you could actually embed it to your marketing team or to your company without really spend too much. Because sometimes I do understand that most of us as a marketer, we always seek for a better budget friendly options. That's our nature because we wanted to have like low budget to get more results. So that's why we want a more budget friendly option. But how could we find out, like among the five of them, how could we find out which one is budget friendly? So first you try to find out like which one they have offer a free premium option. Like ChatGPT actually they have two plan. One is completely free. One is the premium with more choice and more functions. Most of the time, the free version is actually um, cap capable like I can say okay for all most of the marketer. But if you're looking for something fancy, something smarter, of course you pay the ChatGPT, the pay version will be better lah. But most of the time still I would say like the free version is quite enough. So you try to compare the free version and the pay version so that you try to see like which one actually can fulfill your need. And in the market also, there's a lot open source tools that for you guys to actually to decrease your budget lah. So you can choose to use the open source tools also. But remember also lah, those open source tools sometimes probably have privacy considerations. If you're looking for like data analysis or some things that will have a lot private data of your company, I will still suggest that you rather pay a little bit amount lah, to make sure your data and privacy safe. Okay. So and then the last tip is about even you think about to pay for certain tools also, you can actually compare like which plan is more affordable. Okay, so like for example, still hotspot have a lot different plan, so you can actually compare which one is actually fulfill your need before you subscribe them. And most of the times, those tools actually have a free trial, so you can try it first. You subscribe the free trial probably 7 days or 1 month, depends on different tools. Then you decide like, do these tools really work for the whatever needs I want? So if I pay by monthly subscription, will it impact my overall performance or everything? So that's how actually we step by step from those the five tools you list in the tips one, and then you filter out the most suitable in the tips two. Okay, so this is how to slowly sort out slowly sort out the AI tools for you. And the last but not least tips is actually you need to master the prompt writing, because generative AI, it can generate new thing of course, but you need to give a correct instructions. Just like you training a newbie or training an intern, you have to train them correctly, right? You can't just like, hey, expect the AI will read your mind. So it can't read your mind. So make sure you write your prompt clearly, like specify what you need. Probably also example if can, what else the result you are hoping the AI to give you. And most of the time, like the chatbot AI, like ChatGPT and Google Bard or Microsoft Bing, is actually give us a very good uh, functions. I would say is we can ask follow-up questions. Because why I say ask follow-up question is very important to the AI tools is because previously, like 3 4 years ago, we do have a lot AI marketing tools, but they can only generate one-time result. So which means if I'm not happy with the result, I cannot ask to amend. I can only generate new things. But now generative AI, you can ask them to amend on top of copy. So let's say you are not very happy with this copy A, you ask them to amend a little bit about the A, and then they give you B. B still not happy, amend again, then give the C. So this is a very good, I would say very functionable options for us. So just keep trying to ask follow up and try to get the most accurate result that you want. And also if you think the prompt is very helpful, then you just save it for the future use. Okay, just copy paste in a document that you save it, Google Doc or something like that. So in the next time you can just copy paste the prompt. No need to type the prompt again. So mastering the prompt is very important. Try to make sure your whatsoever you ask being very clearly to answer, being very clearly to ask to the bot whatsoever AI tools you use. Okay, so this is I say like quite working for me for now. And one bonus for everyone today. Okay, so because I have aware that a lot of marketer or marketing team in a company, they wanted to use AI, but they not sure how to start, not because they don't know AI, but it's more like there's too many AI tools in the market. So they don't know which one, where should start. So I would say like try to start small. You start with one tools, but you explore one thing and then you decide, is these tools, these AI tools used or not used for my platform? Like let's say ChatGPT, everyone saying ChatGPT is good, but sometimes ChatGPT is not really working for some industry, like some professional industry. They have a lot sensitive data, so probably ChatGPT is not a good option for them. So that's why you start small first, and then you try one tools, decide like, hey, is it this tool fulfill my marketing goals and needs, solve my problem or not? If not, then we try another tools. That's okay that keep trying, because in AI, generative AI, there's so far for me like uh not none of the tools I use can utilize in all the industry except Canva. Canva is a different story. Canva for their graphic design is a different story, but Canva AI still some industry thing that is not very useful. Okay, so begin with a simple task. Slowly build your comfort level and then build your AI in your marketing team. So one another bonus, here is some bot that very use it quite frequently by the marketers. So include ChatGPT, definitely. Now they have like 80 million. I forgot how many million users they have in the worldwide. But I remember it's a 3 times of Malaysia populations lah. So which means like almost everyone using ChatGPT. Just the level of usage is different. And then text generation tools, Jasper quite okay also. A little bit expensive, but I say like quite okay lah. If you really have a lot text or a lot content you need to generate, but you don't have much budget. And visual tools, Canva, and also Canva AI, image generator, audio, Specify, and all the tools. So that's why like try to identify what is the problem you want to solve, what is the content you want to create, and then you go with the tools that can help you to solve the problem. And one more still reminder that for now, AI copyright is not a very clear thing. So whatever AI generates still not very copyright sensitive. But yet, I would actually suggest whoever using AI in your marketing site, please make sure you do review it. Have a human to review all the content or all the idea created by AI to make sure there's no bias, there's no something awkward thing will come out in your end result, because still AI is not human. It's smart, almost like a human, but it's still not human yet. Okay. So last but not least, this today is just a sharing and the learning, but the learning don't stop it here, because today we already explore like the AI and how can we actually identify the budget friendly solutions, how can we find the most useful AI tools for us. But now is the time actually after you listen to this sharing, you are the one that actually should take it as actions. So if you haven't tried AI before, ChatGPT is a good start. Just register ChatGPT and then also try to create some things like probably a sharing about today learning, social media captions. You were quite surprised about how it looked like. And then also, if you really need other training, like more training about the AI or about the technologies, I believe Excel Academic has a lot of training that you can actually get in touch with us. So to find out like which one actually a good course to bring you to the next stage. Because all the sharing here is a sharing. You listen, is just listen. But how to turn this learning to your things or turn this learning to something can make impact to your company or make revenue to your company is you have to start the actions. Either do it, either you learn for more new tools and then you study, apply it in your company. Okay, so that's all for my today's sharing. If you have any questions, any unsure, you can ask in the chat board, chat room. So I will see it and I will answer your questions then. Let me just, yes.
I missed. Okay. Let's take a moment for collect the question, ma'am.
Okay, sure. And one more reminder about when we talk about budget friendly also, uh, the questions I always get is like how much money I should spend for AI or like how many I should spend per month to subscribe certain tools. So that part is doesn't have a very um, like black and white answer lah. Some people maybe they spend $20. Some people maybe spend like 100,000, or probably some people, some SME owner like I know, they don't really spend much in AI tools. They use all the free tools. Still, it create quite a significant result. So it again it go back to the discussions that you have to try a different tools. You try to find out the one that is the best, can solve your problem in the same time you doesn't spend a lot of money. Okay, so like one of the business owner that that's about healthcare lah. So she actually told me they use Canva to create almost most of their social media's content because it's actually apparently more budget friendly. So that's why they subscribe to the premium Canva versions. And in the same time, they just hire one marketer to continue all the effort to create that, rather than they hire four marketer to create graphic, videos, social media caption differently. So that's why it's actually all depends on your side. If you think that, oh, okay, I want to spend more money, so to create a more significant result, then I spend more. Then slowly you observe how the result bring in. So probably the result bring in cannot cover the spending. Then you know, like as a marketer, I believe you guys should know it. So I decrease a little bit about the budget. So that would be the answering about the how much money I should spend for my AI tools. So for now, I don't see any much questions.
Yes, yes, miss. There are no questions. So now let me share our upcoming training sessions. If can, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, hi guys. We did our upcoming courses, which is Miss Sevens, Canva Design Bootcamp, AI tools for content creation for and marketing. If you really need to interest, you can join these classes for Miss Seven. Contact these classes. So next is social media marketing, CapCut for media marketing, digital marketing masterclass, ChatGPT mastery, Microsoft Excel basic level, Microsoft Excel data analytics and visualization, Excel intermediate and advanced level, Microsoft Excel Power Query, and digital marketing professional. If you guys more interested in our courses, you may can contact us via Excel Academy. Thank you and thank you for you all.